Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Teri, holding your space. And this is Kelli. Nope, that's what this way now. Okay, good. They changed it. That's funny. Okay, this is Kelli Healer.
Hello, hello,
Oh my
hello.
gosh.
It is so weird. My clock says 9:39.
That is bizarre. Yeah, it's 12:05 here.
Oh, we're
So
5 minutes late?
yeah, we were
Oh,
talking
geez.
backstage and I was like, Kelli was in a conversation. I thought, okay, well, wait a minute. I
Well, and
so
I and I
startled.
ke I kept looking, and it's like, that is just bizarre. It
It's
says
time
9
difference.
9:39.
Yeah,
We're stuck in time.
stuck in time. That's going back in time. That's what I was thinking.
Thanks for
Um,
being patient with us.
well, yeah. Thanks everybody for being here too. So, Annie Bear, hello. And okay, you got your everything fixed up, and you've got that bladder infection. I'm so sorry, honey. Over the
There's
holidays too. Yeah, I hope they get that. I gotta show this, Leah, ladies on
Oh,
bookshelf.
Leah, that's so kind of you.
I'm gonna show that to everybody I know, Leah. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
That
you,
is
thank
my
you,
gift
thank
this
you.
year.
That was so kind.
Right. Fogo Pogo. Sorry to hear that, Annie Bear. Yes, rest and heal up. Put another bead on this morning, actually. We'll be posting another update Sunday. What's going on, Fogo Pogo? What you up to? Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't see anything above that. Okay. I saw this, Annie. When I was leaving the clinic, I wished a heal mast. I don't know. Health mast, older
Health mask.
gentleman. Good luck with his wife. And he said, thank you, Anne. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? If this isn't, I mean, that a message that angels are constantly around us. And I'll never forget the one thing my grandma said to me when I was really little, because she died when I was young, and so I've remembered it, and it's just stuck with me. That she said, "You always be kind to whoever may knock on your door, that may approach, because you never know when you're entertaining an angel." And I just got validation. Thank you. And she told me the story one time where a gentleman came and knocked on her door, and he said he was hungry. And my grandma loved to cook, and she loved to feed you, and she'd just feed you more and more and more and more, and just eat. And so she told this gentleman to go sit outside on the picnic table, and that she'd bring him some food. And she went in, gathered some food, went out, and he was gone. And she said, I'll never forget. She said, I know it was an angel testing me to see if I would feed him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? As we walk around and smile at people and they smile back. I feel like it's a duality or non-duality right now, that we're kind of, as our vibrations raise, it's like we see more and more of them, but we're also giving more light to other people.
Mhm.
Leah's full of it today. Leah, can you come move in with me
Yes, yes, please.
in the healing realm of Kali and Teri's healing
Oh,
energy? That's so beautiful.
so kind. Thank
Um,
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I got you starred, Fogo Pogo. Good morning. Hi, Hypnicity. How are you, Nalani? Good to see you, honey. Yeah, we're excited for you, Fogo. Um, I can see Leah's making lemon bars with chocolate chips, then almond cookies, cut out cookies, and pecan bars. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
Hypnicity, I gotcha. Yeah, anybody that wants a reading, let us know. We're going to talk some, and then we'll do some questions and see what's cooking. Hey, Craig, how are you? Craig and Clara coming in.
Yes.
Yay. Hi, CJ. How are you? Tim K.
Hello.
Um, hello, ladies. Hello, sir.
Tim K is here? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello,
um,
hello.
oh, Glimmer Globe. Been doing one along with Gerald. Did one last year and another one this year. Fogo Pogo says, I love Gerald. I caught him yesterday. He was on with JJ and Karen, Silver Star Priestess. And they were so good. I was like, oh my God, you guys. I mean, so, it's like when you want to jump through the chat and
Yeah.
onto the screen, and you feel like you do when you're in the chat. That's why I started a channel, because it was like, I just would get so excited and I'd be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I want to talk. I want to talk. So I love that. Anyway, good morning, Deanne. How are you, beautiful? All the beautiful light shining under the sun, moon, and stars. Can you tell I missed our morning group meditation, finally getting rest? Oh, I'm so glad you're getting some rest, Deanne.
Yeah.
That's really important. We were talking about that backstage too, about how important it is right now for everybody to be getting some rest and being really gentle with yourselves. I'm seeing more and more of us that are doing a lot, and something happens that kind of makes you sidestep things for a little bit and sit back, like take a few days off, a fall or a bladder infection or whatever. And I'm not saying that we're getting those out of purpose, but I am saying
Or
that
punishment or anything. It's
yeah,
just it just yeah.
we're being called to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think I remember I haven't had Jamie on yet, but I want to. Anyway, I'm walking through the yoga studio once, and she's a psychic, and she's got a movie's being made about her. Netflix is making a movie about her. Anyway, she's so fey. I mean, so fey. Anyway, I'm walking through the yoga studio, and she goes, Teri, your guides are saying that you need to be strong. And she goes, and I can tell that you've built up your strength, because I was doing a lot of yoga then. And she's like, that's good. They want you to stay strong. Be careful. And I was like, okay. And the pandemic happened the next month.
Whoa.
I know, right? It was really interesting. Anyway, so I really feel like we need to be gentle with ourselves and listen, because if something happens and you need to stay in, because something else might happen.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. What else were we talking about backstage that we wanted to talk about?
on really on how we can really thrive rather than just survive through the holidays, in order to make our lives just easier, because there's just so much on our plates this time of year. And I think I know for myself, and I overextend myself, and so I'm really trying to be mindful of really not overextending myself. And I was telling Teri backstage that I always do stocking stuffers on for my kids on Christmas Day, on Christmas morning. And this year I just decided that I'm not going to do that. I am going to give them money instead, and then they can choose to buy what it is that they may want or need. And but I'm doing it just to kind of to lighten my load, and I was also telling Teri on Christmas Eve, my youngest son and his wife aren't going to be with us, and we are going to either order in, or my husband's going to go to Costco and get something to put on the grill. And I'm not going to I'm just not going to do much of it. So if he grills, it's just, I don't really think I'm going to do anything even on the side. And I know and it's out of character for me, because I'm the one that I really like to cook. And we're going to just stay in our comfy clothes for Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, we're going to make a Scandinavian, a Norwegian dish, which is is a lot of work, but we're going to keep that simple, and we're going to make that, and then we'll have our Christmas. But even that, I'm going to keep simple.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's hard, isn't it? Because a lot of you here, I know, are kind of like you do for others so much. And I heard Gabor Mate, I can never pronounce his last name properly. Anyway, he was talking about how there's a Stanford study out, and it talks about inflammation in people that have autoimmune disorders. And he said 80% of them are women or sensitives, like, and people that put others ahead of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that describes probably a lot of empaths,
Right?
that do for others before they do for themselves. And perhaps they don't show their true feelings all the time because they don't think people can take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they can't take our woo-woo. So it was really interesting, and it really got me thinking about how I want to proceed, in life. Because I look back at many times in my life that I did put everybody else ahead of me. And I did, like, if I had anger about something, I would think, oh, they can't handle my anger. They can't handle me to yell at them or something. And not that I would have screamed at anybody, but maybe it is good to do that sometimes, right? Do your primal scream.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, and because we have our breaking points, I mean, there's so much that we can only handle.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot this year for everybody. And it's interesting because I think we're all being really good about witnessing what's going on the planet too. Like the election happened and everybody kind of bounced back. I'm really seeing that. It was like, oh wow, storm. and then
Right?
now it's kind of like, okay, let's watch this. Let's see what happens. And we're still watching, right? We're still wondering, but we're moving on down the road. So, and just stopping and watching things, how they're happening, but also the media. I mean, before the media had it so divisive that, it was really hard. So now I see things happening and I'm just like, I wish everybody the very best. And,
and that was one thing I'm working on my 2025 predictions, and that's something that I got for 2025 is that the mainstream media is people are going to start just shine. They already are, and they're just going to stop watching mainstream media.
Yeah. Leah says subservience sucks. Like, no joke. Yeah, we all do have to tighten our wallets, don't we, Jeff? Hey, Jeff, how are you? Tightening our wallets with the incoming administration. Yeah. Trying to get more creative with what we're doing. I sure did. Yeah. Oh, Deanne, healing is a gift we can give one another freely and knit it close together like a soccer glove by utilizing the web. I see 27 gifts here under the healing tree. Oh, and it's 33 right now. Wow. That's definitely something beautiful. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, you're right. Givers must set limits because takers don't. Yeah, we have to have boundaries. Definitely. Oh, Rush, you had a primal scream an hour ago. It does feel good, doesn't it?
Oh, good.
I feel a lot of Kelli energy rising up in that divine feminine. And for me, Kelli is always a shapeshifter. Like she'll go from dragon energy to, her divine, gorgeous, crazy sometimes. Yeah.
Yep. I see it that way too.
Yeah.
Good for you, Rush.
Right? And Sharon says, when my sister and I got older, we went to dinner on Christmas Eve, then church, then opened gifts and slept in Christmas morning. Oh, that is so
That's
sweet.
beautiful.
That is beautiful. Yeah, we get sushi on Christmas Eve and we watch a movie, all of us together, and we open one gift. And then the next day, I'm getting lasagna from my favorite Italian place. And,
Good.
I'll make a salad to go with it and some bread or whatever, but it's going to be low key.
That's so nice, Teri. That makes me so happy that you're doing that, and it's stuff that you enjoy too. I mean, so it's not like you're sacrificing. You're getting the takeout stuff that you and your family really like.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be pretty easy. Hey, Paul, you're having
Hi.
snow in Pennsylvania. They got 2 inches of snow at Christmas time. Yeah,
Oh, I bet it's pretty.
I bet it's beautiful. It's 26 here today, and which is odd this time of day. Hi,
That
Hypnicity.
that's chilly.
Yeah, yeah, and Hypnicity shut off the media.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really watch much. So I'd gotten to a point where there's this cute girl, Tisa, Tisa, and it's Tisa Tells, and she does the stuff on P. Diddy and everything going on. And I was kind of interested in that because they had shown me that a long time ago that this was coming up and was going to be a really big deal. And so I found myself watching her. She's really good, you guys, and she gets you going. I mean, she's a good storyteller.
Is
And
she on YouTube?
yeah, she's on YouTube, and I had to stop. I just had to stop
Oh,
because I
got
was
to
like,
be too much.
yeah, and I don't want to go into their energy anymore. I was like, it's
It
getting too gross.
it amps a person up, and yeah, and especially in that situation when the energy around him, it's really icky.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, let's see, Sally. Love the Icelandic tradition of new books and reading in Christmas Eve.
Oh, I love that too, Sally.
That's beautiful. We're gonna watch we watch something stupid at our house or silly.
What do you watch?
Well, I think last year it was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, that's good. That's a funny
It's
one. I love it.
amazing. Yeah, and I don't know what it's gonna be this year, but something like that. We watch something that really makes you laugh, which
Yes.
is a great thing to do, watching silly stuff.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Yes.
we already watched Love Actually, so
Oh, that's a good one.
it's a really good one. We watched that, like, last week, so we'll have to see what comes in, but, Jeff says, "Owl energy from wisdom to circumspect. It's kind of light energy, darker light." I love owl energy,
I do too.
Jeff.
Such
And
great wisdom.
yeah, it's such great wisdom. There's an owl in my neighborhood, and runners were wearing bicycle cap helmets because the owl kept diving on him, like, slow down, slow down.
Yeah.
They were like, and he was famous. Like, he was in the paper all the time.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Deanne says the gifts keep coming, and will be the second I see this. Thanks for the prayers yesterday. Your eye allergies are better. You can see better. Oh, that's great.
Oh, good, Deanne.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of ickiness coming out of many directions. Leah says, watch Stuber. I'll write that down. Stuber. You guys always know somebody. And I gotta say, y'all told me to watch Annie B. Bounds, and I did watch her, and I really do love her. I'm gonna take that course with her because I was telling Kelli about her backstage, and she's really amazing. Her energy that she comes in with. Anyway, do you want to talk about anything else, or you want to do some readings?
We can do some readings.
Okay,
Do you watch Christmas Vacation?
I love that. Yeah.
I do too.
You know what's hilarious is our old house, which after my husband passed, I sold that house like a month later. or no, I bought this house a month later and then I sold it a year later because I just didn't want to do anything with it. I was just like, I was exhausted. So I just told the kids, pack what you love and we're moving. And we bought a house that we all liked. And anyway, blah, 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 as I pitter patter around the story. But anyway, the gentleman that bought it, he and his wife, and it's they've got 3 kids, and he decorates it like Christmas Vacation.
Oh, how cool is
And,
that?
and you see it and you just start laughing. There's just a wall of lights
Yep.
all over it. It's just
Yep.
hilarious.
Oh,
Hilarious.
I love it.
I know, right? Okay. I don't know that this is a question, Fogo Pogo. I graduate tomorrow night as a new Celtic shamanic high priestess. Can I get an energy reading around my graduation and next year's study? Okay. Fogo Pogo, I am so impressed. You are like on fire. She's on fire.
Yeah.
It's interesting, Fogo. They're showing me 3 crowns with this. Like you received this crown as a graduation, but then there's going to be 2 more. And kind of when that came in, it kind of reminds me of the 3 wise women, because some of them are women, but definitely this is you going in. It's like, so I don't know what that looks like, but but this looks like you really going into your spirituality in a big way, walking into your divine feminine energy. So really incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Fogo Pogo.
Yeah. Amazing.
I have the cards. I think they're self-healing or self-help cards. I got your intuition, and it's rising. And I know you know this, and I'm getting that this is just the beginning of great things, and so that you're planting the seeds now for what is going to blossom in the spring, in the summertime, because I see everything just growing and growing and growing. And I also I pulled 2 other cards, and I got aromatherapy. And so I don't know if you incorporate this into your healing, or if it just good to have on. I know I have my diffuser right there that I have on every day with my I have my lemongrass going today, but aromatherapy. And then the last card I got was to clean your space, and I think that's probably a good one for all of us, especially coming into the new year. You just to give everything a wipe down, our countertops and spaces, and just kind of declutter. And it's just going to be a great way for you to enter the new year and the new beginning. And yeah, I plant those seeds on what exactly it is, on how far you want to go. And I see spring and summer, just things really blossoming for you.
I love that. And when you said spring, I was like, okay, well, there's 3 crowns here. This could be, what is it? January, February, March. Could be something happening in March. I'll go with that. But then I pulled a card for you, and it's creation. So this is you, like, just getting in touch with everything. Amazing. Yeah, you're so welcome. This is huge for you, Pogo Pogo. I love that. Who are you taking that course with? See? 3 areas of study. That could be 3 areas of study. Yeah. It's something about the 3 with that. Because they were definitely pointing that out. And that's also a very spiritual number. And it could be, Okay, so usually we'll start out as the student, right? And then you become the teacher. And when you're the teacher, you learn it again. And then what is the next? Writing a book? I don't know. But teaching the teachers, I think, is the next, right? That could be. So anyway.
I love that. But yeah, I definitely think 3 studies and then yeah, March would be the springtime.
Yeah. Yeah. She says I'm doing my Celtic shamanic, galactic shamanic, and then my healing modalities.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so wonderful.
well,
Well,
that's
that's
it.
3 things. Yeah.
That's 3 things. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. That's amazing. Love that. Beautiful hypnicity. I feel there's a big shift coming. Can I get a reading about how best to navigate the changes in 2025? Okay. This is funny. Okay. You go ahead and go if you're ready.
Oh, if you're ready, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Or I can go. Whatever.
Oh, you go ahead and go.
Okay. Hypnicity, I get a gratitude list is going to be really important, and that kind of falls into place right now with us entering, coming into the new year. Doing your gratitudes and intentions and dreams and wishes and all of that, are going to be really beneficial for you. I also got spending time with animals, and are there birds on here? No. Oh, there is a bird on there. Do you have a bird feeder? Or is there where you could watch birds? Because I get that birds are going to be really, really good. Not only they're singing, are going to raise your vibrations, but birds and it could be even loved ones coming in the form of birds. I also get that it's really important to give yourself grace in this coming year, and to really focus on you, because you focus on others, and to really focus on yourself. And then lastly, I got to clear your energetic field, which I know you do, but it's probably just a reminder that just you may need to do it more in the coming year, with just the gunk and the yuck and everything that we may be encountering as a collective. I'm not meaning you, I'm meaning it as a collective, as we go into 2025. But birds. Oh, you do. Great. So keep doing that, because I see birds, and there's some connection really this year with their energy with you, and raising your vibration, and it could be loved ones coming in too.
Okay, so this is interesting. Hypnicity. They're showing me these boxes for you. And these boxes, you've got 6 on the top, all with an O in it. So I don't know if that's hugs, like taking good care of yourself. And then kisses, a row of kisses, 3, 2 and 2. So it's balance, is kind of what they're giving me, a balance of taking care of yourself. But not only that, things might be a little topsy-turvy this year, is kind of what I'm looking at too for the collective. So just recognizing that and having a solid base. Also preparing. So whatever that looks like for you, like I was telling the story about, I was doing a lot of yoga, and then the pandemic hit, and it did help me because I was one of the early ones that got it. Oh, you have boxes of knickknacks that need to be put away. I don't know if it's that or not, hypnicity. I'm kind of feeling like just being balanced in what you've got going on, but also you might want to put away some things. And we all should like have, a few things ready. If the grid goes out, I think we're probably it's going to be sporadic, but we might get hit with different things that happen. I do feel like we're going to have some pretty good winter storms. You need to declutter. I do too, girlfriend. I do too. And then I got body care. So I do feel like it's going to be really important to take care of yourself and playfulness. And when I was, and Leah said tic-tac-toe right when the playfulness came in. So I think that's hilarious, Leah. So I do feel like this is two things that we all need to do. And that's probably going to be a reading for everybody, is that body care, taking care of your body and your health, and also having fun. And that doesn't mean that we have to spend money to do that, right? We can watch an old movie or whatever, or sing songs or something. But anyway, all right.
And I think it, just kind of following up on what you said too on having extra stuff. I think even making sure that we have extra water on hand is going to be really important for 2025 too.
Yeah, water. So I have a Berkey water filter, you guys, that I swear by, because and since I've had it for 3 years now, and we all drink out of that. And then I just got a thing in the mail from the city saying, you may have lead pipes. This can cause blah, 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 blah. A lot. I mean, you don't want to drink out of lead pipes. So I'm so thankful that I've been doing that. But also, I accidentally got an order from the store, and it had 2 huge cases of water in it. I didn't pay for it. I didn't order it. And it's like, and there it is. I'm like, okay, I heard you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Fernanda. Oh my God, I love your name, Fernanda. Okay. Question. What step can I take to move to a different city as soon as possible? Thank you. Fernanda, do you have a couple of cities that you're looking at? It feels like you might be looking at 3 different choices. Or you might have 3 different moves, a couple of options. Okay. So they could be showing me the city that you're in now and the next 2 cities. Okay. It feels like this is going to sound weird, but is there one that's closer to you than the other one for 2025? Because they're showing me, again, the boxes, but they show me hearts and boxes a lot lately. These 3 different boxes, but the one in the center is the one that has the sunshine in it. Like it's really illuminated. So, yeah. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, Fernanda. Go ahead, Kelli. I'll pull some cards.
Do you by chance have children, Fernanda? No kids. Okay.
Fernanda, is this about I'm seeing romance for you. So I don't know if there's somebody that you care about in one of these places, or you're going to meet somebody, but it's going to be like the land of enchantment. I rarely get those 2 cards together, romance and enchantment. You're in California currently and thinking about leaving the state. Isn't Arizona the land of enchantment, or is that New Mexico?
I don't know which one it is.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be that one, but I'm sorry. Spirit comes in and my nose runs. It does feel like it either you'll find romance there or you might already know somebody there. Oh, Sal says New Mexico is
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and I don't know, Fernanda, I keep getting like kids and children. And so I don't know if that has to do with like, right? With you, with family, are, if, is it possible that you'd be moving, with where you have family that has children? Because
Mm.
I keep getting children, or it could be the whole you're moving with a partner. But what they're saying is it's timing. It's really about divine and perfect timing. And I'm also getting that there's no need to rush. But then, however, then practicality comes in, and I'm in California too. um that I really think, in if a person is going to up and move, a person probably would want to consider it in the next 6 months. I have a friend and she has her own family.
Yeah.
And
She's 24. Fernanda's 24.
okay, and
Yeah.
because I get that there's where you move, there's children, and so I don't know if that's much help, but I get, and maybe it's like near a school or something.
Yeah. Are you a teacher, Fernanda? And it does, I do see the sunshine there too. So that could be Phoenix. Phoenix might be really good. It feels, well, let me pull out a pendulum and see.
I can
Phoenix. Oh, that's not a pendulum. Talking about a mess. This is me trying to find my pendulum. Okay. So, would Phoenix be good for Fernanda? I get a big old yes out of that,
me
honey.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like a really good move. Was there another space that you were thinking about that's farther away? Because I feel like it's the space in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Sally's saying Phoenix is hotter than blank.
Phoenix is going to be a lot hotter than California.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're close to like Sally's in Arizona too, and you're closer to Sedona too, right? You're thinking of other cities in California. Okay. Yeah.
What city are you in California? Or what city were you thinking about moving to?
Santa Barbara.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm not getting I'm getting a no on Santa Barbara. You grew up in the Bay Area, Hypnicity. Yeah. And then I'm getting free choice. When it stops like that, it means free choice. So it's up to you.
Yeah, it's the same. On
Yeah.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah. Santa Barbara, not so much.
It's so beautiful. I mean, I would love to live there, but yeah, that's a no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck. Let us know where you go, Fernanda. It sounds lovely. And you're young. I moved all around. I moved to St. Louis and then I moved to Hawaii and Florida and it's fun. Liza, I could really use a reading, just rising from 3 years of horrible parasite siege after caregiving years and much grief. Teri's meditation group prayed for me and I started getting better. Oh, Liza. That's so
Teri's
nice to
meditation
hear.
group is the bomb. It is
Aw.
the best. If any of you have not watched it, you have to tune into her. Every day she does a beautiful, beautiful meditation, and she brings this community together. And it's like no other. I mean, you really are a gem and a gift to this community, Teri,
Aw.
and the healing that you provide to everybody, and well, and the people here and the people that are on, but you also do it for people that their loved ones and kids, and I mean, I am so grateful for you, and we are
Aw.
just beyond blessed to have you.
Thank you. And thank you everybody here that's talking about it. And thank you for being here, Tuta Speaks, JJ, my friend. So, you know what? It's a joy and an honor, and the as everybody here knows, it's the group energy that happens. So everybody together is huge. We're one and more gather. So thank you, Vicky.
But you
Willow.
make it happen.
Thank you. I do love it. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. You know how sometimes you don't know what you're supposed to do, but you're just driven to do something?
Yeah.
I'm driven to do that meditation group. And it's just turned into something.
And
So
it's something
I
big
love it.
and beautiful, and it's just going to keep getting bigger, bigger and bigger.
Oh, thanks. You're really coming into some balance, Liza. It's like you can see the big picture now. It's kind of what they're showing me. They're showing me a big frame, like a picture frame. Well, it's actually around Fernanda's boxes too, but it's this big frame that's coming in, and there's orbs on either side of it. So I feel like you're going to be able to see the big picture of whatever was happening, and of course the three. Fernanda had 3 boxes, right? 3 choices. So that's the 3 years. And you're seeing the big picture of how things were. And once we get into that witnessing awareness and see things that way, it changes all the energy around it. So it feels like you're getting exactly where you need to be, if that makes any sense.
I get that emotions have been really, really, really hard for you, and it's really important for you to take care of your heart and your heart chakra, and really self-care and self nurture yourself. But along with that, I also get that it's really important for you to make sure that you're staying grounded, and just if you can get outside, or eating root vegetables, the whole balance thing is going to making sure that your energy's balanced. I also got that sound healing would be really good for you. And so I know YouTube, you can find channels, I'm sure, that do sound healing. If you have a sound, a singing bowl, even using that, and it would be really good, if you are using it, or tuning forks, to use it, on your heart chakra, to have that healing begin. But grief, there is no time limit on grief, and so you give yourself as much time as you need to heal. And and I also got crystals. So I don't know if you have crystals, The one crystal that I would recommend would be rose quartz for you, and just helping heal your heart. And I'm getting the alone time, and so I don't know if you've been spending a lot of alone time. And they're saying, it's alone time is good, but there too in moderation. And also um community is going to be really important for you. So you know being here today, I mean, so much can happen just even in the chat and healing. And so thank you for being here. And just know that community, whether it's in your town, in your area, or if it's coming on and being a part of this, is going to be really, really helpful for your healing too.
Yeah, yeah. I pulled a few cards for you, Liza, and it's I do see like some miracles coming in, like you're watching miracles happen. You're watching, and that's that big picture window that you're getting. That is a miracle when you get to witnessing awareness. In the grounding, the nature that Kelli was talking about came in. Yeah. And she says, thank you. I do yoga outside and sing. We'll use the singing bowl. My mom found quartz a lot when hiking, and I sleep with one in my hand. Oh, honey.
I love
That's
that.
perfect. Yeah. I do see a lot of spiritual growth coming. And I did get the friendship card too. So
Wow,
that
that's so
community,
cool.
yeah,
Mhm.
that community and working with that. So just huge for you, Liza. But gosh, I commend you for everything that you've been through, honey. It's a lot, and we lose somebody that we love, but of course we know that they're right there, right, taking care of you. So let's see. I can't get it to move now. Okay. Well, move on down the road. Okay. Okay. Hypnicity did say, I feel like Pandora's box is unlocked and many people will be shocked as to what surfaces. Hang on, bumpy roads ahead. Yeah. So you already know that it's all a balancing act, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Craig says, Clara told me that spending time with me over the years has healed her. And I know she has done that for me.
Mm.
Oh,
That's
Craig,
beautiful,
that is
Craig.
so beautiful. I love that,
So
honey.
beautiful.
Yeah. And Stephanie says, would love an energy reading, please, and thank you. Okay. And Venus is talking about Sun Psychic Gene, I think, having a meditation tomorrow. That's great for the solstice. It is also, you guys, it is also tomorrow is International Meditation Day for Peace and Harmony and in the solstice. So it's going to be a big day for meditations. So I'm going to be leading a meditation at the yoga studio, but I'm also going to come back and do a live one. I recorded one, but Tyler wanted to be on it. And and you can't hear me for the last half of it. So
You can't hear you because
well,
of Taylor?
you can. I'm going to send it to Kelli. I'll send it to some of you guys too if you want, and just see what y'all think, because it's kind of like it's pretty loud.
He wanted to be a part of it too.
Yeah, he did, man. He did. He wanted to be there. Oh, you go ahead if you want to.
Stephanie, hi, thank you for being here. I'm getting that it's important to treat yourself. And so this holiday season, when we're thinking of others, maybe you want to buy yourself something special too. I'm I know this sounds contradictory, but I'm getting that rest is really important, because I got rest, and to make sure that you're getting enough rest. But along with that, I also got movement. And so just stretching, moving moving the body is going to be really a good way to clear some of your energy. Really important to take care of your immune system. However you do that, and that could be the rest, and vitamins, vitamins, nutrients, however you do that, they kind of go hand in hand in just taking care of your immune system. And I'm hearing back, and so I don't know if it's to take care of your back, and maybe that has to do with the movement, or it could also mean just not looking back at things. And so there's some major healing going on for you, going on within in your body, and it feels like it's like some childhood healing, yeah, that you're going through. And when we're going through that, it can be tough on our bodies too. But it's worth it. The healing that our angels and guides and stuff provide for us when we're working through, whether it's an ancestral or childhood, crud that we're healing from. It's really important that you take care of yourself, and take care of, well, and the back could also mean that to ask for support, ask for extra help, so the weight of the world isn't resting on your shoulders and back too.
Yeah. Stephanie, they were showing me the scales, like the scales, and each scale has like a diamond in it. So sometimes what we learn or what we try to balance, we don't realize that we have all this energy that we put into it. And diamond light is like, Diamond Sutra is about kind of instant awakening. So don't put too much pressure on yourself is one thing that I'm hearing from that. But the other thing, let's go through this and we'll see what it means. So you might have something you need to surrender and release. So I love this card. It's one of my favorites because I can really acknowledge it with what happens in my life, that we really have a bucket or an urn that this person is carrying. And then, oh, okay, you've been going back to some old, childhood trauma recently. So, so we fill that urn with things, right? And we hold on to them like childhood trauma. We also fill it with things that are going on around us, like, the news or what somebody said to you at a dinner party 10 years ago. How many of us remember something that our brother or sister said or whatever, or somebody we didn't even know. So just recognizing that you've only got room for what you have, right? Don't carry everybody else's stuff around too. Also with this card, that's really important is looking inside it. So that childhood trauma, I'm giving you a lot of love right now. That's an awakening. And when we balance those diamonds, that's what they're talking about. They're just saying, that's what we're talking about. That balance of coming back to yourself because you did whatever you could to get through that. And a lot of times we close off parts of ourselves and then we kind of balance and come back because, we have to disassociate when things happen in trauma with childhood because we don't know what to do. So the best thing that we can do is to go inward. So bringing out that child again, playing with that child, letting that child come back out and like playing and having fun, recognizing that there is no shame there and recognizing that you did the best you could with what you had. And harmony, coming back into harmony with it. So I do feel like this is going to be really important for you, honey. It's partly because your brother has been repeating stuff our father did, and I'm not feeling like being around him for Christmas. Okay, so there are a lot of ways that you can handle this. Boundaries for sure. either not going, or you can also do some other stuff like making sure that you sit far away from him at the table if needed. But yeah, there's lots of things that you can do. Also, we've got somebody that we work with called Rachel Grant, and she's got a great channel and does great therapy on working with childhood trauma. So her name's Rachel Grant. Anyway, let me know if that helps, honey. So my heart goes out to you.
And Stephanie, if you have committed to going for Christmas, just know that it's okay to change your mind and say, you know what, I've changed my mind. No, I'm not going to come. You have to do what's best for Stephanie. And if you don't feel like being around him and you've committed, it's perfectly okay to say, no, I'm not going to be able to make it. And you take care of yourself. And so, and they just gave me validation. So you do what's best for yourself, not for your brother.
Yeah. 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 Take care of yourself. Yeah. And Hypnoticity says, ask for the protection, the divine white light. Yeah. That diamond light. Walk into your diamond light, girl. You are a diamond.
Yes.
Know it. Own it.
Keep shining on.
Yeah. Okay. Sharon O'Brien would love an energy reading, please. Go ahead if you want to.
Sharon, I get that it's really important to make sure that you stay hydrated. And we tend to get busy, and sometimes even if it's putting a timer on our phone to remind us that we need to drink water, and that this is going to really help not only keep you grounded, but it's also going to help balance your energy. And I got sing, and so singing just it helps raise our vibration, and it helps balance our energy too, and it just makes us feel better, so whether it be Christmas music or your favorite music, turn that music on and sing. I also got plan a vacation, and so if you're working on your intentions, your dreams and wishes for the new year, and you may be going, well, can I write it down, right? If there's someplace that you want to go, someplace you want to see, our angels and guides they'll coordinate it if it's meant to be. So if there's a place that you want to go, write that down and let them know that this is where you would like to go. I'm also getting that to really take care of your heart over the holidays. So just again, self-nurturing, just being grateful, and know your beauty. You are so beautiful, Sharon. Know your beauty. And lastly, I don't know what area of the world that you live in. I don't know what state you're in, but just pay attention to the weather conditions, not only for this next week, but like for the going into the new year. Just keep an eye, especially if you're going to travel, just keep an eye on the weather.
Bye, Linda. Have fun. Sharon may have left. Well, I'll go ahead and do hers too, though. But I know that Allie's got a reading schedule that's starting right now. Oh, there she is. She says, I live close to you.
You do?
Oh my gosh. So, Sharon, love you too, Linda. And tell Allie I said hi.
Yes.
Give her a lot of love. So, okay. They're showing me a lotus flower, which lotus flowers grow in the muck, right? They're in the pond, in the mud, and it's like a symbol for spirituality and awakening. And then they also showed me a snake rising out of it. And the snake is doing that dance that the cobras do, right? And we're going into Year of the Snake as well. So now sometimes when they show me that movement that goes like that, it means a windy path, like choices that we can make. Oh, she says she grew up in Woodland Hills right behind Bristol Farms. That sounds
Oh,
beautiful.
wow.
Um, but also what I'm kind of thinking is it might be working with your Kundalini energy. But we'll see what happens here. So you're going through cycles and different cycles on the planet right now. And of course we have tomorrow is going to be solstice coming in. You're getting like incredible cards here, Sharon. And then you get the oracle. So being able to see in the future. Yeah, snake woman shedding her skin, right, Julie?
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling too.
Yep.
So the oracle of being able to see things. And then you get vision quests. So that's all about seeing, isn't it? So I do feel like whatever you're doing, I don't know if you're going to be taking a course, Sharon, or if you're already in this energy, but this is what's coming in for you. So it's really amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Let us know how it works out, because whatever you're doing, do it, girl. Or if you're getting ready to take a course, do it. It's going to be phenomenal. Yeah. Okay. Leah, I saw a couple of questions for you, so I don't know which one you want, honey. This one says, an old Scandinavian phrase, it's better to be going slow and wish you were going fast than to be going too fast and not being able to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a question. So I'll go back to the one that was a question. Oh, you want to leave LA for good. So this could be traveling. Yeah. And this could also be coming out of the muck. That could be a big part of that, Sharon, is that you're coming out of that muck, and wherever you go, this path that you're going to do is going to be phenomenal for you, and you're going to see, you'll know. So just tell your guides, and give them a couple of choices and say, I want to see which the best place is.
Yes. And that planning that vacation, Sharon, plan that vacation on areas that you would like to go explore and investigate and check out the communities. So I would definitely put that on your bucket list for 2025, and just, yeah. And not only, yeah, you take, you don't have to go by plane, you can go by car too, but spend some time and go on the internet too, and do some research on, like, do they have good healthcare system, the cost of living, the crime rate, and you can start doing that now too, and then plan on escaping away and going and checking out the areas.
Yeah, I used to always look at climate change and how that area would be affected. And now if they're not coastal, I don't really bother with it, because Asheville was like one of the hottest spots, right? And it's such a spiritual center, and it got hit. So I feel like we go where we're called to go.
Right. We really do.
Yeah. And I feel like you're going to feel it, Sharon. So, okay. I did find Leah's question. Teri, I could use a read on how my body will respond to my future job. I'm hearing that song, Don't Let It Bring You Down. So many castles burning, and you will come around. Yeah, it might be kind of hard at first, Leah, is kind of what they're showing with that song. That it might take you a little bit to get in the groove with it, but it's like, it's a no-brainer. kind of, that it's going to be fine. You will come around. Go ahead, Kelly. Or Kelly. I always do that to you.
Oh gosh, it's all good. Leah, hi. Thanks so much for being here. I get that you're on the right path and that there's going to be an increase in money. I get that it's important just to kind of go with the flow. It says flow like the water. And it says the other card was make a vision board. And that could be, you literally making a vision board and putting on there how you expect the job, how you want it to affect your body. You want to increase vitality, happiness, and you can literally put those things on your vision board, or it can be as simple as you can just write them down in a journal. And but how you be in charge of how you want it to affect you. And yeah, go with the flow. I get that you're on the right path. And I get increased money. So I don't know if it was more than what you were getting before, or if you'll be getting a raise in the near future. But financially, I get that it was a good move.
Yeah, I get, they were showing me like a square, and that's you. You're the circle. So you might feel like you're a circle trying to be fit into a square peg, but actually you fit. It's going to be, that's what you're going to feel like at first, perhaps, when you take this job, but it's actually quite fluid, like Kelly was saying. I think there's going to be a fluidity there, and you're going to fit in just fine. So, yeah, it looks
congratulations.
Really, yeah, Leah, looks great. Leah says the snake and the Kundalini are connected. 100% Kundalini energy when it rises up like that. Yeah. Okay. Jen is stating, I have an uneasy, energetic feeling today. Something is up. Yep. All week, all last 2 weeks, Jen. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot going on. I think that's why we're being called to be so gentle with ourselves and go in and relax and take time off. Don't overschedule, always look at everything, what boundaries we need wherever we go. There's an overall question right now. We all need to help with that at any time in our lives. Yeah. Yeah, we all need help at any time in our lives, don't we, Jeff? That humility and being gentle with ourselves is huge.
So important.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Debbie. Would love an energy reading, please. My jaw has been out of place for 2 months, and thank you.
Oof. One of the first things I get, Debbie, is, and I'll pull some cards too, is that it's to call on your angels and guides to that I think your dream state, there's a lot going on in your dream state, and that clenching your teeth while you're sleeping isn't going to help. It isn't going to help the jaw. And so I don't know if you have like what do you call it, like a mouthpiece that you can put in at night to prevent from like clenching your teeth, or you can ask your angels and guides just to help your dream state just be filled with happy, just grace and ease, because any extra tension in the body, it goes to we clench our teeth. And so that's the first thing I get.
She says she goes through mouthpieces. Yeah. So, Jen, I don't want to overanalyze this, but they were showing me 5 hearts like floating in the air. I don't know what that means. If there were 5 people in your family or something happened 5 years ago, but I feel like it's like something that bothers you in your solar plexus. It's kind of connected there, even maybe, Debbie. But and there is some anxiety there about it. So this could even be a past life because, the Akashic records, I always feel like, are there in your solar plexus. So maybe it's something that somebody said 5 years ago, or somebody in a group of 5, like could be family that said something that hasn't been let go, or maybe it's something that you weren't able to say also, Debbie. Because they're really getting the solar plexus and the throat chakra involved in that. And the throat chakra has a lot to do with our willpower and having our willpower taken away at some point. So I don't know if I'm overanalyzing that or not. It could also be.
You're not.
Okay.
You're not, because look at this card I pulled. It says nourish your temple, and look, her hand is on her throat and on her solar plexus. I mean, that's like, it was like spot on.
Okay. Your grandma put blocks on you to stop you from soul traveling when I was young. It started afterwards. Were you 5? Yeah. It feels like that's what it is. Yeah. Wow.
I get that there's a lot that needs to be released, Debbie. And don't look at it as like, oh my gosh, now I have all this work to do, and what do I do? There's just a lot of inner turmoil I get that would be great for you to release, and it can just start out by a pen and paper and just writing down, and you can get as precise or it can be one word, whatever comes to mind on what it is that needs to be released. If it was a situation, if somebody said something to you, if it was something that some expectations that weren't met, and you weren't cared for as well as you would have liked to have been, to write those down and burn them and get them out. Oh, good, because that's going to help you release all of that stuff that we hold on to. And what I find, because I mean, I do it myself, and what I'll find when I'm doing it is when I'm writing out my releases, stuff will come up that I wasn't even like. One time I was doing it and something came up when I was like in 2nd grade on a school bus. And I'm just like, where did that come from? And so stuff will come up that, it's like, you're not even aware of that was an issue. Like, I didn't know that there was an issue in 2nd grade, me riding the school bus, but obviously there was, and it came up, and I wrote it and I burnt it. And I think that would just be really beneficial for you. I do get dental care too. And so, if you are having trouble with your jaw, it might, and I'm sure you already know that, but I'm getting that it would be, good for you at some point to see the dentist. And I know that can be traumatizing too. I just did it, and it was like a whole thing for me. And so, mostly really, really, really love on Debbie, love harder than ever on yourself, Debbie.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm kind of, I feel like your grandma's probably on the other side, and she said, I did the best with what I had. She did that out of love for you. So, you've been sharing your weirdness, and that goes with against everything she taught me yet. And she's coming forward saying, she loves where you're at right now, Debbie. So, you know that. Yeah, you already know
Mhm.
that.
And she
So I
supports your path.
yeah, yeah. So I get music if you can. Singing is like it doesn't sing loud and sing proud. You do not have to be on in tune. Believe me, my kids know that when they hear me.
I love it.
Singing is a gift that you give yourself. It doesn't have to be a gift for anybody else. But and being playful, like going back to that little kid, um, reversing your age, like going back to the place to be weird, right, Julie? Yeah, getting weird with it. Um,
This is a good
you're gonna
place to
have
be
a
weird.
it's like you're gonna have a new love that's gonna come into your life. I don't know if this is a person or it could be Debbie, but, um, we're a lot of us are being called now to dig up stuff from the past that we didn't remember, and these little aspects of ourself are coming up, and we're like, well, that's why I haven't soul traveled, or that's what's kind of been stopping me, and you're kinda like, gnawing at night. So, yeah. Yeah, you're right where you're supposed to be. This is gonna be huge for you, Debbie.
Mhm.
Huge. Just amazing. Deanne says, "Debbie, my elders and grandparents sometimes were too spiritually strict, yet I know it was meant to protect me. Children and elders live the closest to the gods." Yeah. They do, don't they? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And Sal says, "I've allowed myself to be childlike for many years. It's a great thing to do."
Right.
Yeah, and Sally's a
Yes.
scientist. So just knowing that you're gonna get through this. The other thing that they're showing me is, um, oh, not a person. Yeah. Okay, not a person. That's fine. The other thing that they're showing me, Debbie, is that you can change the story. You rewrite the story with your journaling. And so that's, I think, when Kelly was getting all that journaling coming in, rewrite the outcome,
Mhm.
change the outcome by
I
writing
love
it
that.
in.
I love that,
Yeah,
Teri.
it's a great tool. Um,
Mhm.
and if you rewrite it like, she did the best with what she had, and now I am stronger than that, and I fly farther than that, and I fly with these angels and these ascended masters, and and we fly to this planet and this star. Oh, it's your grandson. That's what it is. Okay. Well, that's a huge healing gift because now you are in the other you were on her side where she was, and you're the
Yes.
one that's giving back. That's gotta be so healing, Debbie. I love that. I let us know how this goes because I feel like this is huge for you. I feel like just you acknowledging this is it'll be done.
It's gonna be huge for her, right?
Yeah, just huge. Sorry, you guys. My s my son in here gets so bright.
It's
Okay, and
beautiful.
then, this is gonna be the last one, you guys, we're over time, sorry. Rush, I've seen several drones in the last several days here in Maryland. Would love a reading regarding the drones here. They're showing me that big picture again. It's gonna be a while before we get the big picture, and they're singing that song, "It's Only Castles Burning" again. Don't let it bring you down. Don't worry about it a lot. Um, I feel like a lot of them are from, the Earth planet, and it doesn't mean that they're not from the Hathors, which is us in, like, I don't know, 1,000 years or something. Um, I do feel like, um and they're showing me 4 orbs in this, so it might be 4 months before we find out. It could be 4 years, it could be 4 days, but it's, um go ahead, I'll pull a card on that too.
Rush, I'm with you, and this has been weighing heavy on my mind too. And I feel not concerned. I guess more. I'm probably more curious. But what I've been getting is that that it's a combination of things. I've been getting that it's within some part of the government, and I also get that it's also some galactic energy too. And I don't get that it's harmful. What I've been getting is that they are they're on high alert, that they're almost like preparing for something, and I hate to even say it, but I think they're preparing for something, and they're watching on certain areas that they may have information of things maybe going to be happening, and so they're using it as a precautionary and just checking out areas. I get that it's government, and and like what Teri said, I do get that we will get something. They will tell us something, whether it will be the truth. It may be half truth, but I don't. I don't feel. I feel like it's a more of a protection for us to make sure that we are secure and safe, and so I mean that should put our hearts at rest. But yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. Yeah. They're and I think they're preparing the general public for disclosure. Is a big part of it. So synchronicities are coming in. Like, yeah, part of it is the drones. Part of it is maybe Starboy's brother who has a drone business, messing around and being silly. But also, I don't think they're putting up with it. I think they're like, honey, you're not going to be messing around with this because we've got better than you. And they're kind of showing that. And then I get the Akashic records. So that makes me think it could be the Hathors. It could be our star families coming in, doing it. So it doesn't just have to be the Hathors. It can be, the Andromedans, because they're all coming. And definitely the Lyrans are here right now protecting us. Particularly they're bringing in the Hathors and the Lyrans. There's so many of us here. And oh yeah, look at the big picture again, perspective. So just watch it because we already know about it. And it could be that they're going to do this because they're not going to allow any nuclear activity if somebody's planning on getting silly.
Yeah.
So this could be. I think we should all look at it like we know that this is coming, and a lot of us saw that this would happen this year. There would be disclosure. So
right. We've talked about it.
Yeah, we've talked about it. So I feel like, why not? So here it is. We know.
I know, and then it happens, and then we're surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. In your backyard, you've seen it, Rush?
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of a gift that they're showing themselves to you, Rush, is what they're telling me right now. And they are telling me it's a relative. So that's coming in. So to your backyard. Yeah. Spotlight. Yeah. Yeah. They want you to know that they're here and that you're okay. So they're really firm doing that. And I not just that, but I also feel like you've got your guides around you, and maybe a grandpa that was in the army, or if you've got somebody on the other side that was in the service somehow, they're coming through and protecting your land as well. So I don't know if you do or not, but you are definitely protected, honey.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, you do. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what he was showing me because he's in a suit. It was World War II or World War I or something. But I'm sure you're not old enough for World War I, Grandpa. But somebody that served, and they could have been in a police or fireman, fire person. But yeah, Venus, you get worried when they talk about shooting them down. I
Yeah.
don't think. I think that if they do, then we've talked about grids going down for years too, and we've had that already sporadically. And if the communication systems go down, this might be where we need to prepare. That we might need to stay inside for a little while and just take care of ourselves. And that might be that part of that thing of taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. I keep getting buy extra toothbrushes in case you need to take care of somebody else. Yeah, I'm sure the energy is tremendous. Just know that,
Oh yeah.
connect with your
Yeah.
ancestor that's coming in with you. I don't know what their name is. They're saying Fred or something with an F, but I don't know if they're talking about that because my Uncle Fred was a fireman. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, lots of energy coming in. Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here. And Kelli, thank you so much for being here, honey.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This was so much fun. And it was nice to connect with everybody before the holidays.
It was so nice. And this is so interesting, Rush. We should do we could even do a whole show on this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
I think we probably should. So we'll talk about that and get that booked. All right, everybody. Well, you guys have a great day.
Yes.
There's a lot of energy coming in. Remember to relax and regroup. Look at the big picture. You are protected and stay inside if you don't feel like going out or go out in nature, but you don't have to be around a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Stay grounded, stay hydrated, and
yeah,
be gentle. Be gentle with yourself.
yeah, yeah. So important. All right, everybody. Have a great one. Lots of love. Bye.
Happy holidays.